I am nervous.
Oh.
The social soda, Urban Flower, take one.
Good afternoon, everybody.
Happy Thursday!
I'm Sabi Gutierrez,
I'm Digna Caruso.
and we are the Social Soda. And we're so excited today because we are at Urban Flower Depot, guys. I know that we were building a little buzz about it. I don't know if you guys have heard about CBD or hemp or what other names it's called. So we're here with the amazing Ada and Jimmy, the owners of this amazing shop here.
Welcome, guys. Welcome.
Thank you.
So, I wanted to talk to you guys a little bit about before Urban Flower. You guys had a winery, and you guys are very well known for that winery.
So Jimmy been making wine for almost 10 years. And last year that we had a few hiccups and the obstacles, I guess, motivated us to look for something new. And it kind of found us. So the CBD craze got our attention, I guess, in December. And we just started
December
having discussions.
of last year.
Mm-hmm.
So
this
We just opened in March.
Wow.
So March, what? That's like 3 months ago. April, May, June. Yeah,
It'll be 3 months next week.
Wow, guys. And you guys are like everywhere on social media right now. You guys are kind of like the it place for CBD
Absolutely.
dispensaries. I mean,
I see you guys everywhere.
Well, when we found out that CBD was a thing, we had to learn so much about it so fast because people are very misinformed, and there are a lot of manufacturers that are taking advantage of that and putting products on the market that are not as healthy, that aren't providing the effects that it promises. And so in doing that, we needed to get ahead of the game, and I knew that we could connect it with what we're already good at, and it's bringing people together, making people comfortable in an intimate, warm space. And we just decided if we're going to do it, we've got to do it now. And we've gotten such a great response.
Yeah, it's exploding, isn't it? The CBD thing, it's become like a thing, and it's exploding. You just all of a sudden started hearing a lot about it.
Well, what initially sparked your interest, like right in it? What made you think it's like, you know what, we really need to put this out there? When did that really start?
So
Jimmy's like,
Jimmy, the winemaker, had this great idea. Can we talk about it?
Sure.
That hemp wine might be in the future of Dionisio, and cannabis infused wine, and we're in the background learning what those possibilities could be. And in doing so, we had to learn more about the cannabis industry, the effects on humans, the legal issues, where it stands in our country, internationally, and especially in Texas. And so the wine is going to wait a little bit, but CBD, we needed to make it accessible. We needed to help educate people and just allow us to have an alternative to feeling well for all of our anxiety, PTSD, insomnia, chronic pain, and the list is endless.
Yeah, because I mean, on the West Coast, you have Colorado, you have Nevada, you have California. I mean, cannabis is legal. I mean, you have dispensaries that look like Apple stores nowadays. So, I mean, do you see it ever being legalized here in Houston, and maybe you going in that direction as well?
Well, I think it's unavoidable. It will be legal at some time. I have never been the one to judge anyone who did enjoy their THC cannabis, and but I was not a user, and I'm not a user. But I am experimenting with CBD, and it's changing my life. I wouldn't want to keep that to myself.
Right.
And so yes, one day it will be, and I think that we've already kind of put our stake in the ground, and we would be very very special feeling to know that we would be a go-to place whenever it does become legal, and the government facilitates the certifications, registration, whatever permitting we'll need. If it's within our reach, absolutely, we would transition.
Now, CBD, I know you explained to us last time, is not marijuana, right? You're not going to fail a drug test. You're not going to get in trouble if you get pulled over with it. So,
well, because it looks so similar to the marijuana plant. If you look back here, people would automatically assume this is a marijuana plant, because what marijuana and the hemp flower are sister flowers.
They're like cousins.
Like cousins. So not very close. They have kind of the same genetic, but not.
A lot of the compounds are very similar. Well, THC and cannabidiol, which is the long word for CBD, are compounds in the cannabis plant, except agriculturally, hemp has been grown to have lower quantities of the THC and higher quantities of CBD.
And the THC is what makes you high.
Yes,
right?
That has the psychoactive effects on our mind, our brains. And CBD has the properties to heal and reduce inflammation, reduce pain.
Yeah. So guys, like let's recap that again. It's like there are so many benefits to CBD, and we have seen it all over the place. CBD is like so hot right now. Helps with insomnia, inflammation. What are some of the other ones that you were saying?
Yeah, and pain and depression.
Oh wow.
Anxiety. It helps balance and put the body in a homeostasis state, so you feel more at ease in social situations. If you have anxiety, if you want to focus or have more alert, productive days, you have better nights, and it just becomes a cycle, and you make it a part of your regular regimen so that you can feel well every day of your life.
I actually started
looking
know what
into
that feels like, though. I actually started looking into CBDs because I started to see it online and whatnot, and I have a problem sleeping. I have insomnia, and sometimes it really takes a toll on me. So I definitely started researching in that, and then the doggy treats for the pets. I know that there's a lot of pet lovers out there. Do you guys carry the doggy treats?
We do. We have quite a variety of products for our pets. They suffer from anxiety when you introduce new pets to the household, when you leave them alone for too long, if there are fireworks or storms, and this helps relieve their anxiety. They calm down. Also, they suffer from after surgeries when they're aging. They get arthritis and all kinds of.
When you say
pain.
pets, is that dogs, cats? What pet can you give CBD to? Because I have a cat, and I know Digna has a dog, and my cat's crazy. You do have two dogs.
I do too.
And my cat's crazy. Like, he woke us up in the middle of the night because he was like jumping in the air, and he's making kinds of crazy sounds, and there's nothing happening. I don't know what. He's just like he has a lot of anxiety. I guess that's what it is.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, so the product is very similar to the one that we consume, humans, and it is for cats and dogs. The studies, have been done with dogs and cats than any other animals that we know of. And we've got some here that, because they're smaller in proportion to us, more or less, unless you have like a Great Dane or a Weimaraner or something, but small doses makes a huge impact on them. And you just sprinkle it on their food, or if they're comfortable enough taking it in the mouth, that's the ideal. It goes into their bloodstream and just really calms them down. We've got a few customers that have shared their pictures of their calm pets after taking CBD.
And I was here a couple weeks ago, and you guys had a packed house. I mean, there's so many people that come here looking for your products. I mean, how many? I would say success stories do y'all have that people come in and say, I live with chronic pain, I'm always hurting, I can't get through my day? Because painkillers is a real thing, and there's so many people addicted to painkillers because they have all these additives that make you addicted to it. So I feel like maybe having taken a CBD is such a natural approach to feeling good and being healthy without it becoming an addictive habit, I would say.
It's a natural approach and a very effective one that is putting a lot of people at ease. Yes, they've been taking medications prescribed to them. And of course, we're not medical professionals, and anyone who introduces CBD into their uh, system should dialogue it with their physician. Although we're learning that a lot of doctors have not delved into learning more about CBD and how it can help their patients, because there's such a wide range of effects and potential benefits for their patients. And so they come here wanting relief from pain because their doctors recommend surgeries that they don't want, because the risks are so high and the benefits are not guaranteed. So why go through all of that and end up right where they are anyway?
That's scary.
It is very scary. And anyway, so when they come with us with their testimonies about having pain from accidents or aging or arthritis, some are actually effects from some of the medications that they're taking.
And honestly, I mean, we just have to be real. Like the pharmaceutical companies are not gonna. They're not happy about it, and I mean, doctors are
Of
getting
course,
paid off
that's
of the
the biggest
prescriptions that
that's the
they.
biggest money maker.
I know, yeah. So
Because there is such a thing as over medicating yourself, right? And then
absolutely.
like some medications cross, like you can't, it has like adverse reactions. So some, instead of making you better, it makes you feel. So I know we're talking to a friend and he's taking medication for like migraines, but then that would cause something else. So he would have to take medication to counteract that. And before you know it, he had a whole thing full of
I
medication.
mean, we hear
We've
all of the
heard that.
commercials. Side effects may include this,
That's
this, and death. And it's like,
scary.
and yes, we're all gonna die. But I mean, it's like sometimes like the side effects are worse than
The condition.
the
Yeah,
condition.
absolutely. I mean, it hurts me to read all that stuff about this medication might cause
We're live, guys.
We're live, so
as
we're at their store. So
and they're
business
having
never
customers
stops.
come in.
the stomach bleeding, the suicidal thoughts, just swelling. It's going to cause the side effects of some of these medications are just so horrible. I don't know how we subject ourselves to it in hopes of feeling better and then still risking that they're going to harm us in some other way. And at the moment, CBD doesn't have any of those side effects but we're welcoming regulation. We're welcoming more studies. We invite the government and the FDA to help facilitate this. It's got to be available for people, and they need to know more about it. Um, there's no way. We have patients that have survived cancer treatments thanks to the help of CBD along with their treatments, is what they
Wow.
tell us. And so when they can look back and have seen themselves sick, but that CBD helped them come back in a better mood from their chemo treatments, with appetites, with better sleep, and what more could we ask for?
Yeah.
I'm fortunate that I haven't had to see somebody directly in my family experience cancer, but if I did, I would want them to try everything that is within reach.
I can imagine if you're having chronic pain every day and to wake up one day and just feel good.
Hmm.
I mean, and that's possible with CBD.
It really is. That's what our customers are telling us. They're coming back again and again because they take our drops or they take the smokables, and their pain goes away. Their migraines, their headaches, their backaches, sciatica issues. I mean, like neuropathy. Our diabetic customers, they're experiencing a lot of relief.
Wow.
Mhm.
We just had somebody, Manny Castañeda, said I was skeptical about the cream at first, but after trying it, I wholeheartedly stand by it. So there you go.
Wow.
Yeah, that's amazing. I mean,
It really is.
I'm really glad that this is coming to market and it's shifting to where it is more
Well, I would
acceptable.
say, and I agree with you, because I would say people are always thinking about what they put in their body food wise. Like people want to be vegan, or they pescatarians because they don't want to eat the meats because of steroids. So why would you take medicine that is harming your body? Why not take a holistic approach to medication, to heal your body naturally with what is on this earth, that's what's meant for
And
us
you
to
said
feel
it
better.
correctly, holistic. Yeah, definitely. So
Yeah.
that's really great. Jimmy, you've been very quiet.
He's the brains, but he's quiet over there.
Yes.
You guys had a really big celebration just recently,
Yes,
didn't
y'all
y'all?
did.
Yes, we had our grand opening on April 20th. We had on the world famous Reverend Butter here doing our logo and ice
Okay.
and introducing people to our bud strains that we carry here.
But you guys had some local celebrities as well. There was Johnny Dang.
Paul Wall.
Paul Wall.
Shagna's a big
Zero.
fan of Johnny Dang.
Yeah. I'm
We
a
want
huge
to
fan.
have him on the show one
Oh.
day.
Johnny Dang, we want you on the show.
Paul Wall and
Zero, Little Flip,
how
and a
awesome
lot
That
is
is
that?
really cool.
local artists.
I love that. I love that.
Well, you know what? I feel like Houston has been up and coming for the longest. We have great artists. Now, we're seeing a lot more fashion shows. We've always had this creativity in our town, but I guess it was just never really put on the map. It wasn't really recognized. So it's really nice to see all these events that showcase all the great things that Houston has to offer.
Mhm.
And finally with CBD too, it's putting us on the map, because I think we're the last state who's finally jumping on board with this.
Yeah, April 5th, CBD and hemp derived products became legal in Texas.
Wow.
So this
Um,
just happened.
It just did. We were in a very gray, risky area when we opened on March 17th, and it was good news when the act was passed on April 5th, and we just moved forward. I could sleep at night and not be
Aw.
as stressed about whether or not we were going to be raided, or because
Yeah.
it was on the news. And
Wow.
but I guess we had faith, we had hope, and we're doing this.
And you guys are successful. Dionisio was very successful. So, I can only imagine how this is going to grow for you guys. I know this is not your only location.
Mhm. We're about to open up our second location at the end of this month. On the 29th is our grand opening.
And where
Wow.
is that one going to be
It's
located
on
at?
the corner of Sabo and Beltway.
Okay. And then somebody just asked where this one is located, and it is located 2606 Telephone Road. Is that correct? So 2606 Telephone Road,
45
guys.
South, guys, if you're in this area.
And
Mhm.
franchise opportunities available.
Perfect.
You heard
Perfect.
that. If anybody wants to partner up,
Yeah.
this is the thing to do.
So let's go through a couple of
Yeah.
some of your merch. What are some of your top sellers? Give us the little scoop on what our audience can expect whenever they walk through the door. First of all, it's decorated.
It's beautiful in here.
Gorgeous, and I know that you decorate.
I know,
And
that's
I'm not
what-
just
that's
saying
what
that
I was
because
gonna
she's
say.
here. Okay, I'm
That's
not
what-
just saying that because
no.
she's here, but it's so
It's very artistic,
yes,
guys.
it's
Super
very,
artistic.
very chic. It's very like Chip and Joe, you know.
Well, when we walked in here, we already knew it wasn't a guy's job.
yeah, exactly. We knew that. We knew that right off the bat.
It was too artsy.
But guys like it.
Yes, yes.
It appeals to both sexes because it's very
It's very gender neutral.
yes, it's very
So-
chic, like Digna says, but it's there's a lot of metals, a lot of just rustic. So it appeals
Very
to
rustic, yeah.
it appeals to the manly side of people.
And I love this. I love that. I don't know, what do you call that? It's just like your sign. I mean, it's
So-
beautiful.
That is called
The backdrop.
the cut.
Oh, it's a laser cut. It's a laser cut sign.
Mm-hmm. So my dad's a welder, and he just hooked it up with a company that could cut out our logo for
I
us.
love it.
Yeah.
well, you
That's
have
a
great
good
ideas,
idea.
and it's fun to have people that help you put it into action, because you can have it here, but if you don't have that someone to help you actually visualize it and
Mhm.
put it in.
Now, is this going to be at your next location too?
Yeah, we want to carry consistency
Yes,
from
that's
store to
great.
store. The new location will be a little larger, and so it'll accommodate some things that we were not able to do at this spot. We're very happy for our
I would think so
franchisee.
because the demand it's so high.
Yeah.
I mean, right now, luckily it's not crazy, but the other day that we were here, it was
Crazy.
it was
Yeah.
so crazy.
It'll
So-
pick up after lunch.
Oh, okay.
Oh my
So let's go through a couple of the things
Yes.
that you guys
Let's talk
carry.
about this here.
Yeah.
So this originally we were going to specialize in selling CBD oil,
Mhm.
which is a top seller at our store. But we introduced, because there was a demand and because it became legal, the flour by the gram, and that Jimmy has gotten very savvy on the strains, and we're wanting to be the superstore, the go-to. At the moment, we have 22 strains to choose from, and they vary in effects from
Show
feeling
it to
physical
the-
relief, from pain, tension, any discomfort, and there are varieties that help.
Well, I know just from reading about you guys and talking to you guys, you take a lot of pride in what you do, and you're wouldn't call it being a perfectionist, but you really like dive into your work. And just talking to you, you're so knowledgeable about everything.